V. In the previous lesson, we established an important principle. Safety is everyone's responsibility. But taking responsibility begins with being able to recognize when something may be unsafe. A workplace hazard is a condition or situation that has the potential to cause injury or harm. 2. In a restaurant, conditions can change quickly. A floor that was dry a few minutes ago may now have water or grease on it. A walkway that was clear may become blocked by a box or delivery. Equipment that worked correctly yesterday may show signs of damage today. Recognizing these changes is an important part of preventing injuries. Some hazards are easy to see. A spill on the floor, a box blocking a walkway, broken glass, an unstable stack of supplies, a damaged electrical cord, a leaking piece of equipment, or an object that could fall from improper storage all day. Other hazards may be less obvious. A piece of equipment making an unusual sound, a floor becoming increasingly greasy during a busy shift, an emergency exit that has become partially obstructed, a shelf that appears unstable, or an employee attempting to use equipment they have not been trained to operate. The important thing is to remain aware of your environment. But recognizing a hazard is only the first step. You must also respond appropriately. When you identify a hazard, think about 3 things. Can someone get hurt? Can I safely take immediate action? Who needs to know about this? Consider a simple example. You notice a spill in a walkway. Walking past it and assuming someone else will eventually clean it leaves the hazard in place. Instead, take appropriate action to protect people from the area and follow your location's procedure for having the spill corrected. If it can be safely addressed within your responsibilities and training, do so. If it cannot, notify the appropriate person immediately. Now consider something different. You notice that a piece of equipment appears damaged. This is not the time to experiment with it, attempt an unauthorized repair, or continue using it because the restaurant is busy. Stop and notify the appropriate manager or leader. If you don't know whether something is safe, ask never guess when guessing could put you or someone else at risk. Reporting hazards is an essential part of safety. When reporting a hazard, communicate clearly. Explain what you observed. Explain where it is located. And explain why you believe it may create a safety concern. V, for example. Instead of simply saying, something is wrong in the kitchen, be specific. The electrical cord on this piece of equipment is damaged. There is water leaking onto the floor next to the sink. These boxes are blocking part of the walkway. Specific information helps the appropriate person understand and respond to the problem. You should also understand the difference between reporting a hazard and assuming it has been resolved. Telling someone about a serious safety concern does not automatically make the hazard disappear. If an immediate hazard remains and people could still be exposed to it, continue following the appropriate safety and escalation procedures. Never knowingly allow someone to walk into a hazard simply because you already told another person about it. And never hide a safety problem because you are worried that reporting it will create additional work. Safety problems are easier to address before someone gets hurt. Another important principle is to avoid creating new hazards while trying to correct an existing one. Do not attempt to repair. You are not trained or authorized to perform. Do not handle an unknown substance without knowing the proper procedure. Do not climb on an unsafe object to reach something. And do not place yourself in danger simply because you are trying to help. Sometimes the safest action is not to fix the problem yourself. It is to protect the area and get the appropriate person involved. Remember the basic process. Recognize the hazard. Protect yourself and others from immediate danger. Correct it safely when it is within your training and responsibility. Report the problem to the appropriate person. And escalate unresolved serious hazards when necessary. Safety awareness becomes most effective when it becomes part of how we work every day. Look around. Pay attention. Speak up. And don't assume that someone else will handle a hazard you have already noticed. Preventing an injury can begin with something as simple as recognizing a problem and deciding not to walk past it. Next, you'll complete a short assessment on recognizing and reporting workplace hazards, or HOD. After that, we'll focus on one of the most common categories of workplace injuries in restaurant environments: slips, trips, falls, and safe movement.